Hi everybody, this is TJ Mac Vintage Cards and continuing my profile of the 1971 baseball, hockey, and football cards. This is my baseball card video, and this is again salute to 71 cards, which I'm doing this weekend. And this is in baseball. I collect 30 key cards, as I've said many times, from 56 to 89, and this is 1971. 71 was the year the Pittsburgh Pirates beat the Baltimore Orioles in the World Series in 7 games. Roberto Clemente was the World Series MVP that year. As we go through, we'll profile a couple of the cards. I don't like to make my videos too long, so I'm just going to show you the cards. This is the Thurman Munson from that year. It's just a classic card, and it's the only horizontal card I have in the set for my 30 cards that I picked. There's a third-year Reggie Jackson. Look very young there. And here's a Phil Niekro. And in 71, I collected grades 6 through 8. Got only the 1/8 and the Niekro. These cards are very expensive. I bought them many years ago. And again, as I say in other videos, patience is the key. I'm very extremely disciplined. Sometimes I'll go a little while without buying a card just because, I wait for the right price. Budget conscious like a lot of us are. There's Steve Carlton from that year. And while I'm doing this, I want to call out one person that's been supportive of me, amongst others. I'm just starting out. I don't have a lot of subscribers yet, and I've, going to other people and content and things like that. And one person that's been very supportive amongst others is Ticket Leprechaun, Jake. So I figured I'd put this baseball video together for him. He's a great guy, and I really enjoy his videos. Super passionate about his collecting. And I also like the card closet as well. He's another person that's been very supportive of my videos. And there's others too, and I'm going to recognize those as we go along, but I enjoy their channels, and they're just like I said, great people in the hobby. And there's again been others that are supportive, and I'll try to call a couple out as I do my videos. I don't have a lot of subscribers or anything, so it's not like I can put a lot of word of mouth out for them, but I just really want to thank them and appreciate them. Here's Rod Carew. And these are just beautiful cards. I really liked this set a lot. And here's a Willie Stargell, and Willie Stargell, it's kind of funny because I looked at his career and I realized that really around this year is when he really took off and became a Hall of Fame type player. Made a few All-Star teams in the 60s, but this is the year that he hit 48 home runs. He led the majors. He was second in the National League in RBIs with 125, and fourth in the runs with 104. And I believe that was actually in the majors, not just the National League. And he finished, I want to say, second or third in the MVP voting that year. And he was 31 years old in this season. And from this year until, I would want to say, like 1979, he finished 7 times in the top 10 in the MVP voting, and I believe it was like 3 times in the top 5 in the MVP voting. So he really took off after that. And he won the MVP in 1979 with the world champion Pirates, the We Are Family teams. So just a great player, and he's one of those guys that really took off in his 30s, where other players started to decline, especially back in these days when nutrition and everything and working out wasn't what it is today. So just a great guy to profile and spotlight in this set. There's Johnny Bench, the late great Joe Morgan. Good action shot there. Can't see his face, but at least you can get an idea of him at least making contact with the ball, it looks like. Brooks Robinson finishing his swing there. Juan Marichal, known for the really high leg kick, kind of like Satchel Paige. There's a Steve Garvey rookie, and as I've said before, I don't just do Hall of Famers. Steve Garvey is a great player of that time. And when I was growing up, I mean, Steve Garvey was like one of the best players in the league, and I know he's not a Hall of Famer, but he's definitely got to be included in a profile of sets from this era, just because he was it. He played for great Dodgers teams. He was a great playoff performer. I get he's not in the Hall of Fame, like I said, but he He had, I want to say, 6 200-hit seasons. He had the streak for consecutive games played in the National League. And I just think, again, his playoff performances alone, the Dodgers were in the World Series a lot of times and in the playoffs, and he was, with the Padres as well, he was a outstanding playoff performer. There's another Dodger there, Don Sutton, his teammate. And then Hank Aaron. I remember this would have been the late 70s, early 80s. My brother got this card at a card show, and I wasn't real familiar with like Hank Aaron back then. I knew who he was, and I knew he was a good player. I always remember this card, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. There's a Bob Gibson looking really tall in this picture, tall and skinny in this shot, but great with the crowd in the background. There's Nolan Ryan throwing in front of the RC Cola sign. This is his last Mets card before going over to the Angels. Last card of Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub. I like he's talking there. Very serious looking Carl Yastrzemski. Harmon Killebrew, I want to say at 119 RBIs, I believe I read in 1971. Really good hitter and even a better person. Jim Palmer. Jim Palmer was 8-time 20-game winner, 3-time Cy Young winner, won 20 games in 1971. Tony Perez. Always liked Tony Perez. One of those key guys on those Reds teams, and one of the guys all the players respected. There's a Willie Mays. And then you get into these high numbers here. These cards are a little bit more pricey than some of the other ones in the set. There's Lou Brock. He led the majors that year with 126 runs, 313 average, 61 stolen bases. Obviously just passed away recently, for those who follow baseball. And then Roberto Clemente. I think he played about 130 games, 132 games, I believe I read that year. 341 batting average. Was 4th in the league in batting. And then another man who passed away not too long ago, Frank Robinson, the Baltimore Orioles. And then the next year they had an Orioles card in the 72 set, and then a Dodgers card in 73 and 72 traded, and then Angels after that, and then Indians. So this is it. This is the Great 71 top set. I just want to again thank everybody for supporting me, and I enjoy looking at other people's contents of cards and videos that they have. And I hope you enjoy this short video on the 1971 Topps set. Everybody have a great weekend, and talk to you soon.